Good evening. Yes, yes. Um, Welcome again to another stream here on Chaos Rain slash YouTube slash podcast. I am known as Chaos Rain here, and tonight I am known as Chaos. Tonight, good. My audio sounds good. We're going to talk about a very interesting subject. I would say a serious one that you could say I just came up with, but this is more fair and just. For those that are going to listen to this podcast, please, if you're listening on to the YouTube channel, please like, or I should say comment, subscribe, and like the video. I always leave a comment during every stream. It'd be good to hear from you. Subscribe if you're not subscribed to this channel on YouTube. Make sure you hit the top bell, notification bell. Also, if you're listening right now live, give me a like. It will help, and I would appreciate it very much. Dislikes also be approved too, but usually likes will go much further on the average. Also, you'll be seeing a variety of few uploads here and here, or here and there on this channel. More, I'll probably get in the habit to do some more. Some that maybe go to the point, or some other things that comes to my thoughts. So down the line, be on the lookout for that. What else? Oh yeah, the other shows from the other channel I do. That's Call In. I might move it to Monday morning or afternoon. Those will be mostly possibly premieres, potentially, or it will be live streams. I don't know. But those that I do that people call in will probably be switched from Friday to Monday. But I might still do Friday. I'm not sure. By sometime this week, I'll probably give you a better answer when the premiere will be make sense move forward. But we shall see. But that's what y'all not here for today's subject and this title. Woman should not weigh more than a man. 168 scale. Now, why titles why a woman should not weigh more than a man? Even go as far as say the 168, which I like to call in the warning zone, not danger zone, but warning zone. In regards to you as a woman, of your actual look, size, and weight, will not only affect you of not only, let's say, getting the man that you really want, but even go as far as keeping the man. But if you're married and you got this big, by me speaking or open my mouth during this stream, then it all determines on you. Are you going to keep your man's attention, or trying to be the best girlfriend or wife as possible? But nonetheless, you should not exceed a certain weight limit, depending what height you are as a woman. And as you know, the average height right now in America is still roughly 5'4" for a woman. The average. Not many women that's over 6 feet. Ladies. I might show some pictures to more go into my explain to this subject matter. But as you can tell through the image alone, you see a separation between Miss Lonnie Love and Miss Bria Miles. And as you know, I put like a letter from an L to W, knowing one is a loser and one is a winner. And why I say this, because when I look at the ratio of the 168 and in the warning sign, if you as a woman let's say black women for sake of conversation. I can't speak for the non-blacks because most non-blacks, they're up there in weight wise, but on the average, when you Google it, you don't see them really saying this is the standard of beauty and image for non-black women, aka Caucasian women, Middle Eastern, Indian women, Asian women, etc. We can go on and on. But when it comes to the sisters here in the West, we call America. And outside America, the obese rate varies per se, depending on the country in and the diet, which also is the determinant factor why a lot of women are very severely overweight. And there are more than just the diet. To get more about that, you must go to a channel called Zero End Channel. There was a series dealing with the strong black woman. The last, I think, live stream talked about the weight and this myth of strong black woman. So go back to that YouTube channel to find out more about that. A lot of women today are very much severely overweight here in America. And the overweightness is just proportional. It's actually in the danger zone right now, the warning zone, in regards to the health crisis here in the West we call America. One thing is determined that how, especially in the what it called African community, deals with this weight problem. It's going to solely determined by you, ladies, and enough ladies of like mind to correct this obesity problem amongst the sister circle. One of the things that I would say personally, that as a man for the last few years, I've noticed that I would take a sister in certain sizes, but I don't think as a man I would go as far as sleeping with women that exceeds the threshold of 168. But before I go into 168, what really use the 168 model of consider of the warning zone? I use it because it is said that the average male in America, and I just Google it and it's a little bit higher, but just the average for the last almost 6 years, the average male has not, if with proper exercise and diet as a whole, and I say as a whole, including us black males, have not really exceeded anything beyond 200 pounds. That's under the average height for a man is 5'9" in America. And I think this is globally. I could be wrong, but if I Google it, which I will in a second, the average height is right now for a man, and weight is a little bit more. He weighs a little bit more for the last 60 years in America, but his height, the average, but he has not exceeded anything around 200 pounds. And this is a period of decade upon decade upon decade, including the introduction of high corn fructose, more processed food, sugars, etc. The man, undoubtedly, especially the so-called Western African, ADOS, black man, has not exceeded over 200 pounds as a super norm throughout the decades. Now, mind you, there is a percentage of there are men that are overweight. I'm not saying that does not exist. It does. But regards as the norm where is a crisis, like a serious, severe crisis in regards to men, not there. And you think that I could think back in my mind that because we have an obesity problem, that you think all Americans, including men, we're having a serious health crisis. But when you look at the average Western black man, he could still not only be able to pass certain fitness, but he's not that so-called super obese like that. In the times we're in now, where a lot of non-black men can't even pass the fitness test, not only basic fitness in high school if they still have it, but also in the military. And this was done, a study, and there was a video right now on YouTube right now. And I think Mr. Charles Faulkner, if I could, let me see if he could tell me who this man is. Let me see if I can get him on the line. If I could think, I don't want to be quoting certain things. 1 second, people. Let me do this. Hello, guys. It's Charles on the line. Charles, one question. The guy that talked about the dangers of America in regards to national security of the health, they said the normal Eurocentric Caucasoid man cannot pass his fitness test, right? And this is going on for the last 33 years, right? So, in conclusion, the average Caucasoid man, not only he's overweight, but he can't even maintain a regular standard fitness today in the 21st century. Unlike the black man for at the last 30, 40, and we could say 50 years, because everybody.
That's the problem. Is that they keep the mind weak of the black man, but the body strong because you're a burden of beast. Mm-hmm. And this is the reason why your women or your mothers tend to nerf you. And then they hand you off to your girlfriends and wives to continue the process. Mm-hmm. Because number one, if you can get into those fields, you're automatically middle class. You'll have benefits. You'll have network. Mm-hmm. You'll have status. Mm-hmm. But as soon as you leave and you listen to those women, what happens is you become innate. You might as well not even be in fitness. Mm. But just like you said, the average American male is around 194 pounds, 94.5 pounds.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
The average black female in this country weighs about 180. Oh. You roughly weigh as much as
a man.
Men.
And usually now, and yeah, go ahead, finish. Go ahead, sorry.
And if you notice, the women who are the most bitter towards men are out of shape.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, I'm sorry, the rules do not apply the same for men. Yes, men should be in shape, but some things don't apply. Just like we're not going to be having men drape their coats over for puddles or walk us or open doors for us, unless, just because of manners. But just like you have certain double standards that go in your favor, there are certain double standards that go in our favor. Yeah. You are judged on beauty and fitness.
Okay.
So,
all right. Okay.
And then here's another thing about it. Mm-hmm. If you are overweight, you can transfer them genetic traits to your children.
Oh, well, damn, Charles, you're going a little in too deep. I actually, well, this is not the subject. Come on live right now. You're going a little deep in there.
But
yeah, go ahead.
I'm going a little deep. But yeah, it is a course of national security when you don't have anybody fit enough to protect the country. What do you think? What do you think would happen if you get rid of Jim? What do you think would happen if you use the TV to babysit your kids?
Bro, I don't know.
You don't even make your kids do push-ups, sit-ups.
I don't know, bro. I just don't know, man. Even the genetic part of it that I don't know if this is the first time you mentioned this, because I don't know if you on your own channel you talk about this, but that is really much true, because I've known some women that are big. Sometimes the boys might come even fatter and the mother's fat. Sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes. You get me? But I see the correlation between obesity when the women are obese, over obese, and the children become very over obese as well. So yeah, there's a correlation. But you can stay online if you want, Charles, because I'm going to continue with my dissertation. I will share the StreamYard link later. If anything else.
Okay.
All right. But one.
Hit me up when you.
Yeah, go ahead.
So hit me up when you said it.
All right. I'll send it to you on Facebook. All right.
Okay.
All right. Cool. Yeah, that was Officer Charles Faulkner Jr. A little deeper than I would say, but I would say this, and that was good. That, as you know, the correlation that if the average male now, and I did Google it, and it is went up a little bit, but our female counterpart is almost up there. Which really, when I said the 168 rule, why I'm saying 168, I tell you, because if you look at some of the women today, a lot of women that's 5'4" are way beyond 168, which I call the warning zone. Because the more pounds you pack, the more it's going to be unhealthy for your body to function, your blood flow. You're more at risk for all the disease from the high blood pressure, diabetes, sugar problems. And like I said from my last stream on this, that I do get pushback when I notice certain women, they might not look too big, but they are big because the weight carries on them. But once you reach, I call a warning signal of passing 168, which is roughly that was once the average of the average man, you are in a serious warning zone. That means you're gonna weigh more than a man. And there are women, especially the like women today, some sisters, some that even not even that's bigger than 5'4", some even under 5'4", and they do pack on 200 pounds, and it does show. And especially the smaller you are, the shorter you are, the more the weight shows even worser. You might look like a pudgy bear or a figgle bear, or whatever you want to call it. The more short, the more weight you gain without maintaining a moderate, healthier weight is a problem. And like I said, there are some women now, even I know one woman right now. And like I said, I should pull up her IG as well. I might do that. But more than the fact of this, that there are a lot of overweight women here in America. And when they complain about the men that is available, the men that they can get or select or whatever you want to call it, it is always determined by how much that scale is. I like call the 168 scale, and where you range from that scale. Now, in regards to BMI, that's also an important factor because that tells how much body composition that you hold as well. But the more determining factor is that the more heavy you are, the more less that ring. If you are some of the women that seek in marriage, the less that ring is going to look very pretty. Matter of fact, you'd be lucky to get a ring in today's climate. Ladies, men do want fit women. I don't care what you think or feel or know. If a man's doing very well for himself, got his things in order, got money, maybe got some tangible resource, hell, even get a house or a good apartment, whatever you want to call it, or a decent car. If a man choose any woman of his girlfriend or wife, and she weighs more or looks more heavier than him, by default, ladies, that man is broke. Yeah, I said it. Why I say this man is broke? Because a man that is doing pretty well is not going to have his mate look more out of shape and don't look appealing in the eyes than him. Matter of fact, I go even further, ladies. You have a higher chance of that man sleeping out if you're overweight. You have a higher chance of that man. I know this is gonna hurt a lot of women. Phil say, "What? You mean he's gonna cheat more?" Yes, yes, yes. It's true. He will fuck upon you, and you're gonna catch him the acting. And you know how the story goes. And now a lot of women will say, "Well, I'm not so fat and I still got cheated on." Well, let's look at the other factors. Are you submissive? Are you friendly? Inspiring? Hell, even feminine? Are you what's the word? Nice. And when I mean nice, a lot of dudes you hear talk about a lot of women, especially so not really that nice. Is always something about them. These are the little things that you hear that ladies don't pay attention. And I said, if you are a woman that's using common sense, you should observe all of talking points. You should examine all talking points and always have a clear mind with a good ear and don't let it come out the other. Is why would a man say this? And me as a man, I had to sit back and really critically announce the environment itself and say, there are some women that have a cute face, but let their bodies go to waste. And not only that, the heavier you are, the more nasty you are with attitude. Now, I'm not sure if I could tell you of any fine, bad chick that doesn't look too bad, keep her body in shape, and is very wholesome, that doesn't have a nasty attitude. Usually, if you're a woman, you eat too much meat, that could also play into your behavior in regards to your aggression towards men. But like I said, a lot of women, not just some, but it's enough, do not take the health of not only their mind, but their bodies seriously. I find it very much problematic. And I could waste time talk about what men could possibly do to better themselves and maybe help, but we're not here to really fix anything that's already broken on the average. But so this is what I will do. Since this is a show with picture time, I'm going to show a glimpse picture of maybe a few obese and somewhat mal-fit women. All right, I'm going to do this. Let me go back here. I'm going to try to find it. I'm scanning around, seeing right now. Oh, I found some on Black demographics. This is very interesting. Let's take a look at this before I show some pictures of some females to draw into this point. Let's look. All right. As you've seen, this is one of a few websites, blackdemographics.com. Right here, as we look at the obesity percentage by race and sex, ages 20 and over. And let me see. As you can tell, the male population of Black men, besides the only lowest right now is the Asian man. As you can tell, it's 10%. So first is Asian men that doesn't have too much obesity problem. And you got to understand the Asian diet is not that good either because they eat a lot of starch. That's another story. But second to that, the men are not really that super obese in regards to every other demographics as you see here. I'll zoom in for y'all to see. All right. Oh, and there's another. Let me see if this shows it clear. Oh, that's even better. As you can tell, 37%. And I might do another stream about another percentage. But as you know, 30%, anything around past certain threshold over 30 something is pretty high, which we're up there. But as you could tell, the one that has the top obese, have y'all noticed? What y'all see? Right here. So that's not a man's problem to fix, ladies. That's your problem to fix. You are the highest right now in obesity right now. And I think this is in America. And once the new census come out, this is going to probably go a little higher. This is something that was analyzed roughly 5 years ago. Let's go down. College graduates, obesity. And I heard the same situation with the Morehouse, how they had to replace surveys because they know most of their up and coming freshmen were very obese. Right here. For the last 5 or 6 years in college. Very high. Some in college, roughly 6%. High school, 58%. This is a shame. It's really shameful. Let's go down. And mind you, the higher a woman goes into school, the more her obesity increase. So keep that in mind. Child obesity. Let's look. Still, roughly high. 25%. And the funny thing about this, when we talk about the males and females, there's no comparison, unfortunately. And if you look at the Caucasoids, non-blacks, which they label white here, if we go back up and down, from this one, it says with childhood, they're roughly neck and neck. Let's go up, back to this. Obesity percentage by race and sex, age 20 over. What do you see? And this is a 5-year study, roughly neck to neck. So we have to think in our mind, why is it so that it's roughly neck to neck with non-blacks? But when it comes to us in our communities, the women are surpassing the obesity rate. Simple. Because you don't care. And I could say personally that roughly because of the males, black males specifically, are gonna still have sex with pretty much anything because there's no much standard. That also boosts your little self-esteem and ego to make it seem that you look good and you saying that I'm thick, but notice you fat as hell. Yeah, I'm gonna go there tonight. You cannot be thick and you are severely overweight. Matter of fact, I will show you some pictures of what really thickness really is, just to re-educate you Negroes. All right, let me stop this. Enough of this. We're gonna go to more pictures. And I'm just gonna type up images. We could probably use celebrities images for now. Just to be nice, because I could pull up a certain Facebook page and maybe show some pictures, but that's unnecessary. We'll go to the we'll start with the one on the thumbnail. All right, let's see. And I'm just gonna go through a few of them. As you know, this is Loni Love. This is one. As you know, from through the thumbnail, this woman right here, I'm just going to scroll to it. You can see the pictures right here. She has crossed the weighted threshold from what I call the 168 scale. This woman right now, as it stands, during and after the, virus or COVID, or whatever you want to call it, is weighing a whopping 176 pounds. And this woman is roughly 5'6" of weight. She has broken the threshold of what we quote and label almost weigh as much or over more than a man, or close to much as man. This is Miss Lonnie Love, everybody. And from what I'm hearing, she had a weight loss journey. So she was severely overweight for the past few years, but she still has a long way to go. At 5'6", she should weigh roughly 127 pounds or 130 at most. As you can tell, much bigger than that. She still has a long way to go. It is Lonnie Love, everybody. As you can tell. Now, who's next? Okay. Let's look at let's look at Gabby Sidibe. See if she changed. Let's see how much or what has she been up to lately. Now, mind you, Gabby Sidibe has lost weight as well. So depending on these images from where she was back then and what she possibly could be now, she's still in a working progress, as you could tell. But she still has a long way to go. She is past once. She's over past 168. If I, do a quick Google, this is her back before, I think during Precious, and then she maybe dropped like 70 pounds, maybe 100. I don't know how much she originally weighed or the height, but hell, we could probably find out. Let's look, since we don't want to speculate. All right. All right, let's see what pulls up. I don't know if this is okay. Okay. She's a Taurus. So when she did that movie Precious, she was like roughly 28, 29. Okay. 37 years old now. She is 5'5". She weighs 269 pounds. Severely overweight. She, if I could draw my calculator, let's see. Cause I said this is a 168 scale. You cannot, and if you surpass 168, you are in a serious warning zone for all heights for women. Calculator. All right. 269 subtracted by 168. So she right now is 101 pounds over the warning zone of 168. Bad. Very bad. Very bad. Okay. Who other actors I could or somebody I could name also? I will use Monique, but Monique is an older sister and she still knows that she has to lose more weight because of health problems. That's why she went out her way. So she has a long way to go. I'm not gonna use her. Let me think. This is hard. I'm trying to think here. See, that's where there's a lot of celebrities that it's hard to name off the head that are very much overweight because I don't really keep up with celebrities. Let me see if the chat room could help me on this one. I doubt anybody can help me. No. Oh, I can't think of one. All right. I'll just type in one more because I can't think of another overweight woman. Let me say overweight black celebrities. All right, let's go down. Let's check. No, this is not going to help. That's not going to help at all. Let's try this. Okay. I guess this is a good image. All right, let's look. I think this actor, I forgot her name again. Yeah. Interesting. Well, oh, Star Jones. Yeah, she was overweight, but you know, I'm not sure what her status is now, but you know, she's still a work in progress. So, you know, I think I'll stop there because I can't think of any, to be honest with you. I mean, I could probably click on to find some more, but it'd be very much challenging. It'll be too challenging from what I'm looking right now. Yeah. All right, let's get on to the good. Oh yeah, I forgot Queen Latifah was also one of them. But she is in her weight loss journey. Oh, Jasmine Sullivan. That's another woman. Oh, now I remember. Yes. Let me find her. Jasmine. Okay. Okay. Let me see if I find her. The singer. Oh, yeah, I forgot Fantasia was fat as well. She was fat too, so. Mm. I can't find the pictures of her, so I'm not gonna. Actually, I could find pictures of her. Let me go back. Mind you, guys, I had to do this the old-fashioned way. Mm-hmm. I'm trying to find her. Okay, I found her name.
Good, everybody. It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. At it again. With another episode.
Now, as I share my screen again, you're going to see the before and after pics of Jasmine Sullivan.
On my channel, I focus on African American content.
This is Jasmine Sullivan. As you know, she was very obese for the last over a decade now, close to that. And she went through a lot of trials, tribulations. As you can tell, this was, I guess, her biggest, maybe 9 years ago, possibly, or 10. And now, as you can see, she was like probably over the 200s, exceeding the 168 threshold. This is her album cover, as you
white folks
could
ways,
tell.
but I'm gonna prove to you
But now,
that
as you could take a look at her now and see her now, a whopping change.
I'm gonna use Jasmine Sullivan. Okay,
This is what she
Jasmine
looks
Sullivan
now.
is an American songwriter from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania,
Looks good.
and she's been
Look like
widely
she,
successful
and I'm not sure how tall she is.
in the genres of
And
R&B,
to find out, let's
she's
see.
inspired by reggae and things of that nature. But if anybody knows about Jasmine Sullivan, she's had some problems with her weight. Okay, had some problems with
Let's
her weight.
take a look. Let's go down.
Now,
Um,
damned if you do and damned if you don't. Okay? You are an African American woman. If you are
okay.
weight or too big,
Let me see if this will give a good description. I
I will
doubt.
say this.
All right.
Black men
Jasmine Sullivan
will not
is 5'7", taller than Lonnie Love,
men in other groups or
Gabby,
other communities typically will.
and she's an Aries. She's 33 years old this year.
You know, you have and most African American women are pretty good at
Let's
this, you
see.
know.
All right. That doesn't tell
Hair is
much.
done, nails are done.
Let's go back.
You know, you can dress, have a little bit of style and fashion.
Let's try this one.
Brothers will work with you on the way. But see, once you start working out and getting in shape, black men are not going to criticize you for this.
Now, it says she's 5'7". Now, usually they switch between heights, but she's 5'7". And her estimate weight right now is 174. Still too high, but I like the progress she has done for herself, switching her diet, taking exercise more seriously over the past maybe 2-3 years, roughly.
In order to show her mother some support, she went vegan. Okay?
So, you know, and I think back in the time she was, like I said, over 200 pounds, maybe roughly maybe 250, maybe for 5'7". But as you know, and I'm more confident she probably will go down a little more. We'll see. But right now, 5'7", and she looked like she had dress size 8 or 6. She's still in work in progress, but she has made a lot of progress, which I'm proud of. What's good, bro? So now we're gonna get into the fun of things. And what I mean by the fun of things, we're gonna look at some pictures of women that are actually above and at their weight average for their heights. Where to start? Well, and it's gonna be a variety of women. One woman we're gonna start with is, if I can find them. Let me see if I can find it.
You know, they'll say things like, "Take music. What you trying to get off skin for? Looking like a bean pole. You need some meat on your bones. What you trying to get off like a
We're gonna start with.
You trying to worry about your health? Make sure that you know that you're in shape. You can deliver children and have a nice husband. Oh, you'll be surprised.
Hell, you know, screw it. We'll start with this. We're gonna start with one that's from Brazil. We'll work our way down through the black women. This woman is named Laziz Ribeiro. I think that's her name's pronounced. This woman is, as you will see, screen share. She is what we call 6 feet. They say she's 5'11", but she's 6 feet, so she's roughly touching 6 foot. This woman is from Brazil. Do you know how much this woman weighs? I like woman gonna feel say she doesn't look like she has nothing. I beg differ. She weighs 132 pounds. Now, mind you, some says she's a model. Yes. Well, it's more than that. And mind you, she's 30 years old and she has 1 kid. As you can tell, her body has not gone for much difference because when you're a tall woman, you're not supposed to look super big. And as you know, if you're 132 pounds at 6 feet or 5'11", you are pretty much a dress size 0.
And the black women that are looking good and are in shape are getting the black men.
And mind you, this is a woman this is just an example.
In the terminology of high value. Now I've heard other brothers say the same thing, but brothers and sisters,
as you can tell.
their appearance are going to compete higher.
Next person.
And there is a hate.
You want to find somebody that's even taller? Okay. Y'all gonna like this. Another woman, and I could say she's a model now.
Black men, a lot of times, if we see a sister that is in shape and caring about herself, then what we're looking at is like, well, you know what? If she's caring about herself like this, you know what? That means if I'm getting with her, she's gonna always care about herself. If she's working out when I get with her, you know.
Let me see if I can find her.
Like this in a long-term investment.
I'm gonna have to go to IG.
That's how she gonna be.
Well, actually, before I go to her, let me go to these women, the Gonzalez twins. That's what they call them.
You know, when it comes to educational accomplishments,
these women are over 6 feet.
You know, it's black women's empowerment when it's sisters.
I'm gonna share this.
Getting jobs, sisters owning businesses. Once you talk about sisters losing weight and getting more attractive for a better black man, all of a sudden
these are two, I believe they're college basketball players. I could be wrong, or they might have graduated. They now 25, going 26 this year. These are two women, and I think from what they're saying, they are mixed heritage. Their mother is Caucasian and their father is Black American. Now, some people say, well, these women are supposed to be up to health. Yes, but that's not the point. The point is this, that these women are not even a certain age and they're able to still maintain their fitness. Now, will they sustain that? Obviously, yeah. I don't see why not.
There's all these excuses, you know, you got kids, I'm busy, you know.
These women don't weigh no more than what their average weight with some muscle. That's the difference.
Then you mad at somebody. Why you mad? Why you mad? You know?
They keep themselves fit.
You want a man that's gonna do this and that.
And this is just an example of a few women. No, these are mixed race women, but still, they're keeping their health, fitness. I know people could see that, but let me see if anybody could see this. Yeah. Let's go through the pictures here and there.
I really appreciate you for all that you do. Check out the Manosphere poll.
And one more. This is what they look like.
Manosphere YouTubers. Also,
that's all.
like a Black Man Perfect t-shirt.
That's the Gonzalez twins. These women are in their mid-20s. Who else? I can go on. Let me find the IG. I'm just gonna find her IG. And this is for an example. Michelle. Trying to find her name. I think this is her. Might be her. Oh, found her. You know, I'm gonna leave her last. Okay. Who's the other one I'm gonna use as an example? We're gonna use some women. Another good woman is a good example. Miss Bria Miles. All right. Okay. Okay. This is Bria Miles. She's also part of the thumbnail. You know how tall this woman is? This woman is the same height as Lonnie Love, 5'6". You know how much this woman weighs? She weighs 135 pounds. She is at her target weight in regards to health, weight, BMI, etc. Now, back a decade ago, she might look like she was a little bit more heavier, but still able to keep a certain figure. But as you can tell now, because she's now 36 years old, she is able to maintain her health and weight for a 30-some-year-old woman. For just a 37-year-old woman, a 36-year-old woman, sorry. And mind, she is as jet black as any other woman. She probably is better looking than the average sister. Next to who's the other beautiful dark sister? That woman from Africa. She is the highest paid model. I forgot her names. I think her name's Onoko. I could be wrong. But as you can tell, this woman right here, not only is she beautiful, but she maintains a very healthy weight. Something that y'all sisters could learn. So it's not always the skin color that discourages you. If you're trying to compete for the man that you want, or you're competing for just to get a man, you have to keep a healthy weight. I can get around this, ladies. I don't care what you say. See? You can't get around it. See? Here's another one. And it's hard to blow this picture up because And one more picture. Let me see if I can find a good one. Nah. Nope. There's no any better. Well, let me see. We could say this one. And there you go. Now, the last woman I will show, because I showed one named Rosa or Roberta, the Spanish woman. I'm going to show you a woman that is an inch taller than her. And trust me, if you're a tall woman, black woman, if you're over 6 feet or over 5'11", if anything, you should try to look like this woman right here. This one right here. This one right here. I'm not sure if I could zoom in. Can I zoom in? This is her. Next picture. This woman is 6 feet, 6 foot and 1 inch tall. See this? This is a tall woman. This is what we call a serious Amazonian woman. But she keeps her health very well. And she was much skinnier, but flabby, but she put in the time, effort with exercise and the right diet. She's able to pull off what you see her look now. See? And here's another one. See this? Let me see. You can tell? See the difference? And we could probably do one more picture. Oh, here's her with her fro. Yeah, we could probably do this one. See? See that? See that there? See this? Not bad. Beautiful. So you can't say that chaos did not show you, you know, a healthy weighted looking sister. And mind you, back before the 50s, going on to end of the 60s, and I would say as far as late 70s going 80s, that it started to change where a lot of women start to put on more weight. But up to middle to the 70s, middle to end of the 70s, a lot of women were really much up there in their normal weight. It just keep going up and up over the decades. And as you know, the bigger you are, the less likely you're going to get married as a woman, as a sister, because on the average, you got to compete for the men that you actually want. There's no way around it, ladies. Sorry to say it, but I wish there was, but that's, you hear it right from a lot of these dudes. They tell this all the time. They tell you this all the time. So let me see if I could start passing on this link. Copy. I said enough. Let me see what's going on here. All right, stand by. Give me a second. Okay, guys. I'll probably run some music a little bit, see if anyone will come up. So please sit back and enjoy. Okay, where is my music? So I try to find my music. All right, here we go. That's okay. That's not okay. I'm not going. All right. Since nobody is here, no comments, response, I will end this here. if you miss any of the previous streams, go back to Chaos Rain channel and you'll find all of recent uploads. And I would say live streams on Chaos Rain channel. Like always, leave a comment at the end of every and all videos. I'd like to hear from you, your thoughts and opinions, expressions, feelings, good or bad. I'll take everything, good or bad, to get proper feedback. If you're not subscribed to Chaos Rain, always know that you must hit that subscribe button and hit the top bell, not the middle, because the middle is kind of fuzzy nowadays with this YouTube's nonsense. But the top bell will be better to know when I actually go live or this upload. And to be honest with you, if you don't hit the top bell, one thing YouTube will start doing now is they are gonna, for some reason, and this is what I'm discovering, and I've learned this hard way from watching, viewing other content, that they will unsubscribe you on the average depending what type of bell you pick. I don't know why it does this. I think they do this because depending on what material the person comes out with, good or bad, they will somewhat possibly unsubscribe people. And there are some content creators that have something tangible to the table. And if the person is not very selective, you will notice that why I'm not getting notifications, because the system will just automatically unboot you. And it's kind of weird. I don't know why YouTube does this, but it is what it is. Can't complain. Also, like this video as well. The likes will help it greatly. So if you catch this replay of this podcast, hit the like button. It'll help me greatly. But I think that's pretty much it. Nothing else to say. Thank you for listening in. And we're going to go off with this. chaos.